This is the rise of Steve Smith. In episode number 1, he got to play in the IPL. It was a bit lackluster as he did not get too many opportunities to bat and prove himself. But here, now he'll be playing on the grandest stage of them all, international cricket, in the ICC Cricket World Cup. Representing Australia, the team that he once led down. Now it's time for him to win the hearts of the Aussies back and get them back on his side. Here is episode number 2 of The Rise of Steve Smith, World Cup, Part 1. First match was versus Afghanistan. Here is the coin toss. Australia won the toss, and Aaron Finch, the captain of Australia, decided to have a bat first. So this was a great opportunity for Steve Smith to prove himself once and for all. First game in the World Cup. Didn't start off too well. Was struggling a bit. Wasn't able to find the boundary that easily. But he was playing himself in. Finding the gaps, getting singles here and there. As you can tell, it's all singles. The first boundary actually came from overthrows. There you go. But Steve Smith will take anything that comes his way at this point. And he finally decided to heave one over mid-off for a boundary, a proper boundary. So that's his proper first boundary after the comeback off of Mohammad Nabi's bowling, and that's when he really started to get in his groove as he took him on once more, this time for the maximum result. And he's got his first 6 after the comeback as well in the first game. Now he's looking good. Look at that, nearly though, just about clear the rope. He's looking good. He's taking a look at the field set, getting ready for the next hit as he heaves another one off his pads for a 4 runs this time. And now he's on 49. Just guides it to the fielder, takes a single. And first match after the ban. There he is. Steve Smith gets a 50. 100 strike rate of 50 deliveries as well. Proving himself to the fans as he tosses one up there. That's the biggest one of them all, 115. That's huge. That is huge. And he's building a great partnership with Maxwell, giving the Aussies something to cheer for. He's playing really well, gets another boundary. Great comeback first match. Will he get to the 100 though? That's what people want to see. No, he will not. A lovely Yorker and delivery. 2 of his poles out. And he's gone, but he has scored a great innings. And the crowd that was once booing him is now giving him a standing ovation as he leaves the ground. And just like that, Australia wins the first match with the help of a beautiful spell from Mitch Starc and also a lovely 50 from 3 of the batsmen, Aaron Finch, Glenn Maxwell, but particularly Steve Smith. Game number 2 was against West Indies. Here is the coin toss, heads. So Finchy has won another one. What will he choose to do this time? He will choose to bat first once more, giving Steve Smith another great opportunity. But will he make the most of it though? No, he will not. Just as he walks in, he walks back out. He's been dismissed by a great delivery from Roach. And Smithy unable to do much here. It's gone for only 7 runs. And Australia was in a bit of a trouble. But Usman Khawaja and David Warner comes to the rescue of Australia, gives them win number 2, and I guess that's the bigger thing to focus on here with Lonnie, 6 wickets and giving up only 32 runs. Australia win number 2, so far pretty decent start for Smith as well as Australia. Now here we go. The biggest game possibly for Australia and Steve Smith. The biggest challenge. The Aussies have won the toss here. Finchy have a decision to make. Will he bat first? Will he bowl first? He has chosen to bat first, which should give Smith a chance to get some runs under his belt. And he starts off well as he plays a very good shot on the offside for 4 runs. off the mark. That will definitely boost up his confidence after the not a great performance in the last one. And then he plays the spinner off his pads on the leg side for another beautiful 4 runs. That's not where that ended though. Today he was in quite a mood as he was going after the bowlers and trying to get as many runs as quickly as possible. And he goes on the leg side yet again. He's loving that leg side today. And he split the fielders perfectly right down the middle to get 4 more runs. Guess what? He's not done with the left side yet. He's hit it once more, and I think, well, no, I thought that wouldn't, it's gone for a 6, but it has not gone for a 6. And he continued that left side barrage of shots, but this time he spanked it straight into the hands of the fielder. And again, hardest ledge and difficulty, 2 ideals good. That should have been a 6, but it was a catch instead. But it was a very good cameo from Smith. He was going after the bowlers. He scored pretty decent amount of runs, not too much. He would have liked to have kept going, but he was going at a pretty high strike rate. He was giving Australia, the other batsman, he was taking the pressure off of them a bit. And today he was not leading, but more supporting, if that makes any sense. And I think he succeeded in doing that. Here is how the rest of the game went. India struggled a bit with the bat as well. And here is what happened in the end. India won because, yes, they struggled a bit, but they didn't struggle nearly as much as Australia did. And they won the game quite comfortably in the end. They lost a couple of quick wickets, as you saw, but were able to recover with the help of Manish Pandey and Mayank Agarwal. And the next game, which was against Pakistan, is again a very difficult fixture for Australia and Steve Smith. Australia have won the toss. Finchie have got a decision to make. What will it be? Will it be bowl or bat? It's bowling first for Australia here against Pakistan. Smith will have to do some chasing, and from the looks of things, he'll have to do quite a bit of chasing. 314 is the target to chase down. Smith have got a very important task on his hands as he makes his way out to the middle. Only 40 runs away from 4,000, by the way. He starts off with aggression. Full toss from Yasser Shah, and he spanks it on the offside for a 6. That's how he started his innings off. Then Shaheen Shah Afridi on the leg side for another 4. Lovely bit of work right there. Steve Smith is continuing his aggression from the last game as he tries to hook Amir away, gets a top edge, but it's gone to safety for 4. And that is the end of Smith. The aggressive route is not really working for him, or should I say the aggressive Steve, not Root. Ha 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 ha. Because Joe Root, Steve's, anyways, you get the point. Now let's move on. He's lost his wicket. Still a lot of runs to chase down. Will the Aussies pull this one off, or will this be another loss for the Aussies and for Smith? Smith is looking very aggressive though. Here we go. Are the Aussies doing well? Okay, collapse at the end. They have lost the game by 47 runs. Mohammad Amir gets them out of the match because he took 4 wickets, and another failure for Steve Smith and company. Now Sri Lanka, a very young side in this World Cup, and therefore a very inexperienced side. So this will be a game that the Aussies will be looking to win. I mean, you're always looking to win, but I think this one they'll be looking to get the 2 points more so than any other opponent because of that lack of experience in this Sri Lankan side. And Steve Smith comes out to bat now, and they're chasing once again, although they're not chasing as big of a target this time around. Smithy, though, finally coming to his senses, realizing that the aggressive life, the thug life, is just not for him. So he is rotating the strike, slowly building up the innings like he was doing before he went on that madness. I don't know what happened to him, but, you know, I guess people go through phases. That was one of his phases. He got his first boundary by a nick. Look at that, went straight over Kusal Pereira and gone for 4. And then he keeps rotating the strike, keeps getting there, slowly but surely, playing the supporting role alongside David Warner as he smacks that one over mid-off for 4 runs. He moves on to 98 with that, gets closer and closer to that all-important 100. And then Smith tries to heave it away on the leg side, but finds the fielder instead, and only takes 1 run again. But he has had enough of that. Once you go thug, you always remain what? I messed that saying up. But, you know, what I'm trying to say is he went for a 6er. That's really, yeah. And then he's back to the singles, and he gets a double here. And, almost run out. But the dive saving him in the end. And then he goes after him. Thug life in it. Skyer. And Skyer it is indeed, as it goes really high up in the sky, but comes crashing down into the hands of the fielder. And that's the end of Smithy's innings. He's gone. But he's played a very good supporting role alongside David Warner, and he's given Australia a very good chance in winning this game. Obviously, David Warner more so than Smithy, but, you know. Yeah, Pereira took the catch. De Silva with the ball, 36 of 41 deliveries. And he's gone. And that is how the game ended. Australia won by 7 wickets against Sri Lanka. And David Warner still out there with Maxi. Maxi gets 32 of 32. Typical Maxi innings. And David Warner, look at that. 144 not out of 134 deliveries. Australia have won. Warner gets the man of the match. And that is where this episode will end. I know you might be saying, well, this was only 11 minutes. Yeah, 11 minutes after I spent 4 hours editing and like 12 hours of footage. Yeah, it's 11 minutes because I edited it. It takes very long to record. That's why I split this into 2 episodes. But I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and if you can, hit that join button right next to a subscribe button to become a channel member. And yeah, I'll continue on to work on the part 2 of the CWC in this career mode of Steve Smith, star career mode, the rise of Steve Smith. Whatever, mate, I forgot what I was gonna say. I think you could tell I was building that sentence as I was going. But yeah, I'll see you next time, hopefully. Until then, have a nice